Living on cruise ships sounds expensive, but my husband and I actually do it for $33 per person per day. That's $2,000 a month or $24,000 a year for both of us to live full-time on cruise ships with room and board and all the luxury and services included, plus getting to travel around effortlessly. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how we're able to cruise all around Europe for that price for most of 2026. I'll explain how to get and use points on Princess Cruise Lines. I'm then going to share exactly how much we gambled in order to get 17 cruises or 200 nights on Sky Princess alone this year. I'm also going to be sharing our strategy and best tips for keeping our cruise costs super low. Let's get into this. When you gamble in the casino, you earn points. Those points can turn into free play or they can turn into complimentary rooms. In the case of Princess, complimentary rooms means that you pay port fees and taxes and a $200 per person deposit. The more you play, the higher your tier. You can get deals on deck, prestige, diamond, and other offers that are better and take you further, like Japan and Australia. If you have the budget, you can aim for these suites and mini suites to obtain those kind of offers. When we started this whole cruise life, we had about $2,000 of discretionary income, not tens of thousands. So we learned how to squeak into this lifestyle at the bottom and stay there comfortably. We focus on triggering interior stateroom offers because that's what's been sustainable. Our goal isn't luxury, it's freedom. We've found a way to live this dream economically, and that's what I want to show you. How to make cruise life work even when you start small. In 2025, my husband Dan and I earned 17 comped cruises for 2026. Here's how we did it. As you earn points, you earn comps. For example, if you earn 1,500 or more points, you get free drinks while in the casino for the remainder of the cruise. In fact, if you have concurrent cruises, you'll have free drinks from the first night of each additional cruise until you get off the ship. There are other perks for high rollers, such as free dinners or even shopping credits or spa credits. We used to get some of those for not much, but we haven't seen anything like that lately. Once you hit a certain threshold in the casino, Princess gives you what's called a See You Soon offer, or SYS, S-Y-S. It used to be called a Come Back and Sail offer, or CBS. It's literally a paper slipped under your door on the last full day of your cruise. Note that on the final day of your cruise, even though the casino is open, any points you earned will not be going towards your SYS offer. They will still be applied to your core offer. After that, the offers start rolling in by email or mail, or at least you hope they do. The See You Soon offers are clear and basically guaranteed, but getting the core offer is much more vague. All I can share with you is our personal experience. For the amount we gamble and the way in which points are calculated, my husband and I have decided to play only slots and never tables while earning points. At the table, your points are calculated by the pit boss, and we feel that that's too subjective to rely on, whereas the slot panel displays your points as you earn them. You earn 1 point for every 250 played on slots. Comps vary based on the number of nights on a cruise. We always choose our shortest cruise, which requires the least number of points for comps. For example, on a 7-day Princess cruise, you need at least 3,000 points to trigger a See You Soon offer for an interior stateroom. So if you lost every penny chasing those points, that's $7,500 coin in. But realistically, you won't lose it all. We've averaged about an 80% return on our play. With these odds, you'll need roughly $1,500 for a free interior room at 3,000 points, or $4,500 to trigger a SYS offer for a balcony stateroom where 9,000 points is required. Dan is the primary gambler, and when we play together, I usually play with his account. He's the one who receives the Player's Advantage core offers that have let us live on cruise ships full-time for the past 3 years. But last fall, we decided to each try to trigger our own complimentary cruises, aiming for balcony level. We figured that for not much of an investment, we could have bonus free rooms that we could offer to friends and family. We each started with a $4,000 bankroll, and we each received a balcony See You Soon offer under our cabin door. However, Dan's core offers stayed at interior, and I triggered offers called Deals on Deck, which allows me to book certain complimentary cruises up to 10 at a time. And many other cruises are now heavily discounted for me.
So we used Dan's offers to finish booking all 17 Princess cruises in 2026. And using my offers, we even have a couple of cruises where we each have our own stateroom. The offers were earned through consistent play, smart bankroll management, and understanding how the Princess Players Advantage system rewards loyalty. Here's our big secret tip. We don't spend any money out of pocket to keep our free cruise offers coming. Zero. Nothing extra. Instead, we gamble strategically using free play that we earn from previous gambling, as well as onboard credit called OBC rather than cash. Let me pull up the spreadsheet and show you exactly what that looks like in practice.
We could have actually booked more than 200 nights, but Sky Princess goes back to the US in the wintertime in November, and we didn't want to do that. We're currently on a series of 9 back-to-back cruises on the Sky Princess, 110 days total. You can see our upfront costs came to just over $7,000. That works out to about $66 a day or $2,000 a month. That's basically the ceiling of what we'll ever pay because we get most of it back. Across those 9 cruises, we received about $6,600 in OBC, nearly 90% of our total costs back as onboard credit. The 3 ways that we were able to get so much onboard credit is, first of all, you automatically have to pay a $200 deposit as part of the upfront cost of your cruise. That comes back to you as onboard credit. That's per person, $200. The second one is the stockholder benefit. So if you have access to purchase 100 shares of Carnival stock, then you get a stockholder benefit of $50 or $100 or $250, depending on the length of the cruise. So that's additional onboard credit. And then the third way is through the future cruise deposits. Future cruise deposits can be purchased while you're on board cruise. By the way, if you're considering taking a Princess cruise and you want more onboard credit, please consider clicking my referral link below in the description. We each get an additional $25 onboard credit for no additional cost. Onboard credit can be spent on drinks, specialty dining, excursions, internet, spa, photos, the arcade, and the casino. Onboard credit can also be used to pay the daily gratuities. On Princess, that charge is between $18 to $20 a day, depending on your cabin type. This fee is automatically charged to your account, and it uses your onboard credit. For us, this would cost us an additional $36 a day if we didn't go to guest services and ask them to remove it. And we do that at the beginning of all of our back-to-back cruises, and it applies to all of our cruises. So we don't include that automatic gratuity, and instead, using our discretionary income, we tip individuals directly. And that's appreciated. Now, this is a very controversial topic, and I know that I'm going to get a lot of comments about this. A lot of people think that it's going to actually impact the pay that the crew get. I encourage you to research this area yourself. I've included some links in the description in case those may be helpful to you. We choose to use our OBC for 3 things. 1, a single device Wi-Fi package, which is half price for elite loyalty guests, which brings the cost down from $25 a day to $12.50 a day. That's for 1 device for high speed, but really it's not very speedy. It's expensive and it's slow. So we often consider if we really need it because we could choose just to leverage the internet on port days. We also pay a one-time fee for access to the Ocean Now service, which gets us free room service for all of our back-to-back cruises. Well, free after the initial $15 purchase. So let's take a look at the 110-day cluster that we're currently on. We calculated that we had about $5,200 of remaining OBC to spend in the casino for this group of consecutive cruises. Please note that as of June 2026, Princess now charges credit cards or settles your account every 30 days on consecutive cruises. I actually hit a $4,700 jackpot on a $5 Dragon Link spin. Dan had multiple big wins, and we stayed hot and kept playing. By the end of the 110 days, we walked away with $12,600 in cash. When we subtract all of our upfront costs, you can see right here, We came out about $5,000 ahead. Honestly, we got really lucky. We can't count on every run looking like this, but it was really, really fun. And if it happens now and then that really helps. But even if it doesn't, even during our longest losing stretches, our costs stay manageable because we're only gambling with OBC and not our own cash. So that's how I cruise for $33 per person per day. If I were just solo and not a couple, then I would be paying about that, $33. It's pretty much per person. And a lot of other cruisers like myself that cruise full time or most of the time, they're solo. So this is definitely an affordable thing, even if you're by yourself. No rent, no car, no utilities, no errands, no chores. I really love this life, and financially, ooh, it's so feasible. It's so doable. I know a lot of people just don't want to gamble and don't want to hear about gambling, and I understand that. You know, you want to protect your money and not give it away because casinos love to take it. But we found a really good way to leverage some playing in a casino to turn it into something that's very lucrative. Hit subscribe and make sure that you're staying apart so you can see the whole big picture. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.